Hello, Leo, and welcome to your video for the week of November 27th through December 3rd, 2023. Apologies, I originally put up a video and somehow I put up the Virgo video twice, and I don't know why that was. So I'm correcting it now. Apologies, because this is running a little bit later than I normally would, but hopefully now we will just get this sorted and get a proper reading for you. Sometimes it happens, even though I only try to do 3 videos at a time. I don't know, if I have that going on with a lot of other things, sometimes I mess things up. So, okay. So, yes. So welcome back if you've watched this channel before. If you're new to this channel, thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe and comment and let me know what you think, if this has resonated with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, this could be for somebody who is a Leo sun, Leo moon, or a Leo rising sign, or some other significant Leo placement in their chart. So this, if for some reason you're a Leo sun and this doesn't resonate, you may need to look at those other placements, and those videos might resonate more with you. If you're watching this and it's not November 27th to December 3rd, there still might be a message in here for you if you were drawn by the subject line to watch this. I always read by astrological house. Okay, so I do this according to the 12 houses of astrology is how I read. And I do that with the cards, and I use the Murray Hope's Way of Cartouche deck. And then I also use a tarot deck to clarify, and this week I am using the Tarot Familiars deck. Okay, so let's begin at the beginning. Aries. Okay, so this is how you present yourself to the world, how others see you, how you want others to see you. Okay, we have Pyramid with the 4 of Swords. So to me, okay, this is the idea that I feel like you need to take a time out. There's a test you're having of your faith in yourself. When Pyramid shows up in the first house, there's almost an initiatory quality to it. So I feel like you are being tested in some way, or you feel like you're being tested. And yeah, 4 of Swords definitely indicates the need for a timeout and a need to relax. You may be trying to do too much right now. You may be overstressed with something, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. There definitely seems to be a need to take some time out and maybe to withdraw a little bit from people. But the fact that this is a test situation, I feel like this means that, hang tight and you will make it in the end. It just seems that right now there could be some challenging things going on. Second house is finances, money. This is Taurus energy. So this is about, about your finances, about your values. This is Venus energy that's connected to this house. And you have Osiris with the Tower. So there could be some concerns about financial stability. The Tower comes up when we've had some kind of a shakeup. So I don't know if this means a change in job, a loss of job, or just something connected to your finances. Maybe you've had to very suddenly put out a large sum of money. I don't know, something like that, okay? But ultimately, with Osiris, I feel like you do basically have a stable situation. Even if you have a situation that you're not financially growing, you're actually okay where you are. The Tower usually indicates, though, that we are in a position where we are getting rid of things that don't... that are not true for us, that are false. So if you've been in a job that perhaps is, draining your energy and making you sick and you've just quit, maybe you're worried about that. This could just be saying, yes, there's a bit of a collapse here, but it's going to lead to something that's far more stable and that's much better for you. And also it just seems to indicate that you are not in as bad of a position as you think that you might be. Okay, if that's not on the table, if you feel like, no, my job is secure, everything's good, nonetheless, it does seem like there has been some kind of revelation or something having to do with finances lately that feels like a bit of a shakeup or is making you feel a bit uncertain. So, so again, there's definitely this idea that things, in spite of any shakeup, that things are actually fairly secure for the time being. Third house is Gemini energy, and this is about messages that are coming in, communications, potentially short journeys, things having to do with siblings, and also if you're in your own business for yourself, this would have to potentially relate to that. Now you've got air in the Gemini house, so this is definitely, this definitely indicates messages coming in from somewhere. And you've got the 2 of Cups, so for some of you, this could be messages connected to love. It could also just have to do with a partnership. Since this is a business house, this could be somebody who is amenable to what you're doing in business and perhaps wants to work together or partner. Or it could just be a message from somebody who's a good friend or somebody who you care about. There's definitely positive messages coming in with the Two of Cups. The idea of collaboration or perhaps socializing or getting together in some fashion. So this is very good. If it has to do with family, then perhaps this is a beloved sibling who's wants to spend time. But in any case, some very positive messages coming in. Fourth house, you have Gemini, Cancer energy. This is about family. It's about your ancestral lines. This is also about it's can also has to do with your home, your physical home, and also your sense of being at home. Okay, now we've got Sirius with the Knight of Swords here. So I feel like there could be somebody, it could be somebody in your family. Maybe there's been either some harsh words or just somebody who has maybe been particularly blunt about something. Or there's some element here of wanting to act impulsively, wanting to rush in and do something. With Sirius, I mean, this could be something where there's a challenge where you have to hold back or somebody needs to think differently. If it does have to do with your physical home, then this would be saying that, maybe there's some kind of thing on your house that you want to take care of, that you're in a hurry or a rush to take care of. Maybe it is something expensive. Maybe that's why we're seeing the Tower here for some of you. But this would be saying, look before you leap, okay? And think about a situation, because I feel like there's a lot of thought going into something here and a lot of energy being put into thinking about something, but that there may be an out-of-the-box way of thinking about something here. So these are all the possibilities here, but seems like there's a little stress in the home or environment area. So I think the advice here is just look before you leap and don't do anything rash right away. Fifth house, this has to do with, this is Leo energy, this is your energy. This is creativity, love affairs, children is what this house is connected to. Okay, so you've got the Five of Wands. So there's a sense of competition here. Now again, remember this house has to do with creativity, love affairs, and or children. So take this where it resonates. But it seems like there may be some competition or some people getting involved in a situation who are just, muddying the waters or creating doubt or creating insecurity. There's a little bit of quarreling associated with this card. And you have it with Nephthys. So there's a sense of something that information that you don't have, or something that isn't ready to happen yet, or something that is hidden. Seeing all this energy of withdrawal, I am wondering if there's a situation either with children or with a love affair. Or maybe even with something creatively that you want to do that maybe you're not ready to share yet. I don't know. But I feel like there's definitely a sense of pulling back here on something. Okay. There's a sense of pulling back. If you are interested in somebody and you're wondering whether you're going to get together, this would be saying not yet. There could be some competition here. Or if not competition with other people, it could just be competing resources. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Take it as it resonates, but I feel like there's a sense here that you need to hold back a little bit. That there's, there may be a reason to wait for more information, because Nephthys often indicates that we don't have all of the pieces of the puzzle yet. Sixth house. This is Virgo energy. This has to do with our health, and it has to do with potentially with a job, things that we're anxious or worried about. Sometimes has to do with pets as well. Now we've got a double 4 here. Card number 22 is 2 plus 2 is 4, and this is the 4 of Wands. This is a card of a new beginning. So for some of you, this could be a new job. This could just be a new start in terms of a health situation or some kind of a change. 4 of Wands is a very good card because this indicates an initial level of completion or moving on to the next phase of something, like moving through the gates onto the next thing. So I feel like you're actually in a very good position, whether it has to do with work or health or some other kind of concern that you have. If something has been absorbing your time and energy that you've been worried about, this is indicating a successful completion of something and a new beginning, perhaps in 4. So it could be 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. 4 of Wands is more a card of 4 weeks to me, but again, it may or may not be relevant, but take it as it resonates. Okay, Seventh house, this has to do with relationships, legalized relationships. So if you are a single person and you are looking for a serious relationship, this would apply to your chances for that. If you're married, this might potentially talk about your spouse or just about the nature of your relationship. And this can also have to do with business partnerships and other significant legal relationships. Okay, we have Hathor with the Seven of Swords. Okay, now Hathor is a strong feminine energy, so I feel like this could have to do with a woman for some people, or it could just have to be, I don't know. There's some kind of a female figure here that's figuring in, and you have it with the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords indicates something that's being hidden from you or something that you're not seeing. If you are interested in somebody, okay, in particular, this may be saying that there's, especially with what I'm seeing down here, there could be competition. If it's a woman looking at a man, there could be another woman who's already in the picture right now, or maybe a woman who's exiting the picture. I don't know. But if that's not the case, I mean, again, that does not have to be the case. But Seven of Swords definitely indicates a situation where, again, there's somebody's either watching or just not telling you something. There's a sense of something going on behind the scenes, like subterfuge would be the word, like not telling you something directly, or somebody trying to manipulate something behind the scenes. So, whether this may have to do with you, this could have to do with somebody doing this to your partner, if you have a partner. Nonetheless, I would keep your eyes open, because I feel like that actually might be what the 7 is down here too. This could be, there's 2 sevens here. So maybe in the next 7 days, or maybe just 7 weeks, I don't know. But they feel like there's going to be something that's going to come out, or something that's going to be revealed. Whatever it is, there's definitely the sense that you want, to me, Hathor is about, it doesn't have to do specifically with a person. It has to do with domesticity, with making a home, with making things cozy, so to speak, or getting organized, or getting things together. So I don't know. You have to take this as it resonates, because it's going to be different for everybody. But I do feel like there's some kind of relationship situation where you don't have all the information. And I don't like to say this, but for some specific people, this literally could mean that somebody is doing something behind the scenes that they shouldn't, okay? I have seen this come up. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's for everybody. Don't automatically go and assume something's happening just because you've seen that in this reading. There may be some specific person that maybe suspects something, and this may be just saying like, hey, maybe you want to check into what might be going on behind the scenes here. Okay. 8th house, this is Scorpio energy. So this is a house of transformation. And this is about, so this is about changes that you're going through, big changes, and also potentially other people's money. Okay, we have wing disc with the Empress. So this is actually really good, because this indicates that whatever you're going through in terms of a transformation, you're going to come through successfully. Okay, wing disc is the one that overcomes all obstacles. And with the Empress, this is really good, because this is the idea of planting seeds, of bringing in abundance. This could become somebody else's money. Empress is a strong mother energy to it. So for some of you, maybe this does have to do with the mother, money coming, because this is the house of other people's money. But it doesn't have to be that. There's just this strong energy of abundance and of overcoming obstacles. So this is a great set of cards to see in your house of transformation. Your 9th house, this is Sagittarius energy, and Sagittarius has to do with expansion. So long distance travel, higher education, higher learning, deeper thinking. So philosophy, religion, things like that. And you have the Page of Swords with the Buckle of Isis. Okay. So it's interesting. I've seen this combination before this week as well. Page of Swords is about gathering information. It's about studentship. So for somebody, there is somebody who's in school right now who's putting in a lot of effort, looking for the reward at the end, and Buckle of Isis does promise reward for effort that is put out. But yeah, it's interesting. There's just all of this energy of, for some people, this might have to do with a situation that's at a distance or far away. There could be some situation where, again, information gathering is needed. It's got this energy that's connected to the 7 of Swords. So for some people, And again, there's that number 7. 2 plus 5 is 7. That's interesting. I've got a 7 here, I've got a 7 here, and I've got a 7 here. So this is a big 7 energy for somebody. And 7s generally are, yeah, there's a sense of, I don't know, waiting or needing to find something out, or needing to dispel illusions, like, or needing to stand your ground. Like that's the energy of the 7s in the tarot. But I do feel like, I don't know, there's some kind of an effort that's being made. In the house of higher education, I do definitely feel that, at least for some people, this has to do with being a student and putting the work in, maybe feeling exhausted or worn out from putting the work in, but it is saying that the work is worth it. But there's definitely a sense of expanding one's knowledge and gathering information. And so again, whether this has to do with something overseas, or whether this is just you becoming more informed or learning something or taking a course or something like that, you have to take it as it resonates. But there's definitely this sense of needing to get more information from somewhere. 10th house, this is Capricorn energy. And Capricorn is, this is about your reputation, your fame, your career. And yeah, we've got Sphinx here, okay? So there's this idea of wait and see on something. There's something you're waiting. Again, it's really weird. There's this aura of secrecy over this whole reading, which I find really strange. Like there's some information about something. So, you know, as I'm talking about this as potentially being with a love relationship over here in the 7th house, but this could also have to do with a business partnership. It could be just something that you need to find out. An 8 of Wands indicates, yeah, something moving very fast, or information coming in very, very soon. So within the next couple of months. So I don't know. Yeah, Sphinx just indicates right now, if you're looking to make changes to your career, I'm just kind of looking at some of these other houses here. Yeah, I mean, there is definitely a potential change in job over here in the 6th house. But I feel like there's still, again, there's information that you're waiting for here. It's really interesting. But when you do finally get that information, I feel like something in your, either your career or your reputation, or the face that you present, that, you know, in terms of what you're offering to the world, because some people may not be working, some people could be retired or whatever, but there's definitely some news coming in very, very fast, and it's something that right now, yeah, there's a sense that you want to wait for this, okay? So take that as it resonates. 11th house, this is Aquarius energy. This is friendships, networks, also your hopes and wishes. Okay, now, wow, okay. So here's a possibility here, okay, because we have the Ankh here. There could be a friend, actually. If it's, for those of you who are single, there could be a friendship that's going to turn to love. And you have it, wow, this is like the 3rd sign to have the 6 of Swords in the 11th house, which is really interesting. So this could be a long journey to go see somebody. This could also just be looking at a situation for what it really is, or moving away from a stressful situation. And you've got double 6s here, so I don't know, because this is 6 of Swords, 2 plus 4 here adds up to 6. So I don't know. I feel like there's, if it doesn't have to do with a friend becoming a lover, which is not going to apply to everybody, there definitely seems to be the idea of some kind of real enjoyment or love or passion, or just, and when I say love and passion, it doesn't have to be like romantic and sexual. It can just be really enjoying the company of somebody or something. I mean, there's definitely a lot of joy to be found in friendships right now. And, you know, a trip may also potentially be in the offing here. But I also feel like this is really good news for anybody, for whatever your hopes and wishes are. I mean, especially seeing wing disc in the 8th house. I just feel like there's, you know, whatever these other weird hidden things are in this reading, it doesn't necessarily mean that the news, the stuff that's hidden is going to be bad. Or it could mean that any temporary quarrels, obstacles, or other things. Yeah, and again, we have the Tower over here in the 2nd house. So I don't know. I just feel like there's a bit of unsettled energy here around your security and potentially around relationships. But I feel like you're going to be moving away from that. Like there's a whole lot here that's saying, yeah, okay, that may be going on, but it's going to be fine. Like, and then you're actually going to get to a place that is much happier for you. Yeah, and here's your 12th house, Pisces energy. Yeah, you're definitely, you've got some anxiety about stuff. And what you have anxiety about is what you don't know. Urias is exactly this kind of stuff. You suspect there's something you don't know, and that worries you, okay? Now, Urias does indicate outwitting enemies and things like that, but you also have it with the Nine of Cups. So there may be worries about, well, am I going to get what I want? Am I going to get my wishes fulfilled? I would say the answer is yes. I feel like this is more, whatever this stuff is that's going on, there may well be something going on, but ultimately, I don't know. I feel like whatever Tower moment you have here is going to actually free you from something and actually lead you towards getting what you wish. I mean, again, just looking at this in the 8th house, there's a clarity that's going to be coming in about something. And I don't feel like you need to fear the unknown here. I mean, that is what I'm seeing, but there's definitely the sense that you are moving towards satisfaction. Okay. So, I can understand why you've been worried about things, but at the same time, it is pointing to everything being overcome. Yeah. I mean, you've got Anubis here, which is protection. So whatever else happens, you are protected in spite of anything else that's going on. And the Three of Cups, this is multiple parties, could be a third party involved here, something, but the Three of Cups, generally, I don't really feel that that's necessarily the sense of it. It's more about socializing, being with friends, being with loved ones, about getting out of your space. So it's interesting, because in the first house here, I feel like you're looking to withdraw. But there's a whole lot here that suggests to me that, I don't know. I feel like relationship wise, I kind of feel almost like there could have been a person where you're going to get the truth about them. Maybe that person isn't the right person, or maybe, there's something you need to know to move ahead. But I feel like this message over here is a better one. Like, if there's been some bad thing or some person you've had to let go of or something like that going on, or some kind of a shaky situation, I just feel like there's support and new things coming in, whether they're coming from friends, whether they're coming from colleagues. No matter what's going on here, I feel like you've got this group of support here and you've got this protection. So, things seem to be a little shaky, Leo, but I wouldn't worry. I feel like overall, whatever's hidden from you, you're going to find out. And it doesn't look like it's going to destroy you. It does look like you could be having some nervousness here over a financial situation, but even that's saying that's going to be stable ultimately. So yeah, it's very easy to say, try not to worry, right? But I do feel like things are going to be okay. If you need to take time out for yourself, definitely do so. Yeah. So when you don't know things, it might be a time to gather some information. And at the same time, I do see a lot of good new stuff coming in. It's just a matter of waiting for it to appear. So, which should be, like I said, I'm seeing this. I'm saying I'm going to feel like 1 to 2 months for a lot of this stuff for a lot of you. And again, this number 7 seems to be important around something potentially with a relationship or somebody at a distance. So just keep that in mind. Okay, thanks so much for watching this week. Apologies for getting the wrong video up the first time. I hope this video is helpful. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.